Hi there and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Mikel Arteta gives Jurrien Timber update after defender misses Arsenal friendly. Mikel Arteta has given an update on the fitness of Jurrien Timber after the defender missed Arsenal's 2-0 win over Lyon in the Emirates Cup on Sunday. Eyebrows were raised when fans noticed Timber was once again left out of the matchday squad. Timber has endured a tough time at Arsenal since arriving from Ajax for £38 million last summer, playing just 5 competitive matches as a cruciate ligament tear derailed his 23-24 campaign. The 23-year-old has clocked up 125 minutes during pre-season in games against Bournemouth and Man United, but has now missed the Gunners' last 3 matches. Naturally, Arteta was asked about Timber's absence after the win over Lyon on Sunday. He said the following: "It's fine. He's been doing some individual work. That's clear now. So we expect him to be ready to train with the group next week because he has no reaction, so quite positive." Takahiro Tomiyasu is another Arsenal defender on the treatment table, failing to appear at all for the Gunners in the preseason due to any injury. Unfortunately, the outlook for the Japan international is not as positive as that of Timber. Fabrizio Romano shares bad news for Arsenal when it comes to their £30 million forward, taking to X to provide an update on the situation within Nketiah and Marseille. Romano has said that it now looks like the French club are out of the race. Instead, Marseille are close to signing Elye Wahi as their new striker. Romano has since updated his information on the Wahi and Nketiah deals to say that the deal for the Arsenal man is now completely off. There is an obvious desire from Arsenal to sell Nketiah, but as Romano says here, they do want a good fee for the forward. However, it looks inevitable a move will happen and there is interest. Away from Marseille, Bournemouth are thought to have looked at signing Nketiah as a potential replacement for Dominic Solanke. Further, Everton are also thought to admire Nketiah as Shondich continues to build his squad. Of course, quite where Nketiah ends up is anyone's guess, and in a market that can move daily and change, the striker will feel a sense of frustration. Reports over the weekend suggested Arsenal want Nketiah gone as soon as possible and that they want to bring in a replacement, but with time taking down on the window clock, they need to get Nketiah's exit sorted. Failure to do so could be costly, and going into another battle with Manchester City could well prove the difference once again. Arsenal confident of bringing 28-year-old ace back to the Premier League. Arsenal are looking to improve their midfield options with the signing of Mikel Merino. According to Football Insider, they are now confident of securing a deal to sign the former Newcastle United midfielder. They are expected to miss out on Martin Zubimendi, who could be heading to Liverpool instead. Merino is in the final year of his contract with Real Sociedad, and the Spanish club are under pressure to cash in on him. They will not want to lose him on a free transfer next year. It will be interesting to see if Arsenal can wrap up the transfer quickly. There have been suggestions that Martin Zubimendi's exit could affect Merino's future, and Real Sociedad might not be willing to sanction the departure of 2 key midfielders in one window. However, Football Insider claims that they are open to selling both players for the right price. Arsenal needs someone who can control the tempo of the game from the deep and defensive cover to the side. Merino would be the ideal acquisition, and he could form a quality partnership with Declan Rice in the upcoming campaign. The midfielder is at the peak of his powers, and he will look to make an instant impact in the Premier League if he joins Arsenal. They have a proven track record of pushing for trophies regularly, and Merino will certainly fancy his chances of winning major trophies with the London club. The midfielder has played in England before with Newcastle, and he knows the league well. He should be able to settle in quickly and transform Arsenal in the middle of the park. Jorginho is in his twilight years, and Thomas Partey has his fair share of injury problems. It's imperative that Arsenal sign a quality midfielder this summer, and Merino certainly fits the profile. Arsenal back to raid the Premier League rivals to sign English attacker Former Premier League striker and football pundit Darren Bent wants to see a rival player at Arsenal, and he wants the Gunners to sign him in order to provide depth and quality to their attack. While speaking on talkSPORT, Bent claimed that Arsenal should target a move for Chelsea winger Raheem Sterling. The four-time Premier League winner has endured a difficult time at Chelsea since joining the club from Manchester City. With the Blues having so many options at the club in the wide position, it's perhaps time for Sterling to look for a move away. Bent said the following, and he is only 29. I think I would take him at Arsenal. Sterling, I would take him. I tell you what, he is only 29. I'm not saying he starts every game, but to have him, not instead of Martinelli, because they have to compete for that position on Martinelli or Sterling, he said. As it stands right now, Martinelli, but come on, Sterling on the left, he is only 29. People talk about Sterling like he is 35. He has been in the game for a long time. There is some substance to what Bent has mentioned. Sterling could be a valuable, experienced addition to the Arsenal front line. The player has won several trophies in his career, and he could provide the Gunners the winning mentality that they are looking for. His ability to play on both the wings could provide the Arsenal players rest, as Sterling can be used in rotation. His dribbling skills and his quality to find spaces and run behind the defense can prove to be a crucial asset to Mikel Arteta's team. 40 million euros Bayern Munich star keen on joining Arsenal. Gunners could pursue loan deal. Arsenal are interested in taking Bayern Munich winger Kingsley Coman on loan until the end of the season, with the 28-year-old keen on moving to the Emirates Stadium. The French talent is expected to leave Bayern this summer, with the Bundesliga giants seeking between 30 to 40 million euros to part ways with the player. The Bavarian outfit are also open to allowing the winger to leave on loan for the season, and this has attracted several clubs around Europe. Barcelona and PSG have shown interest in the winger, while Arsenal are also considering taking the player for the 24-25 campaign. Coman is a player Barca head coach Hans Flick knows very well, having worked with the French talent in Munich, and the German will have strong feelings towards the 28-year-old as he scored the winning goal in the 2020 Champions League final as Bayern defeated Paris Saint-Germain 1-0. Sources have told Count Offside that Coman would prefer a move to either the Premier League or La Liga, with the Bayern Munich star being particularly keen on a move to the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal have been monitoring several wide players ahead of the transfer window closing at the end of the month, as Mikel Arteta would likely to strengthen his squad to go head-to-head with Man City for the Premier League title again this season, with a late move for Coman being an option. Arsenal could do with signing another winger, but Coman is a risky option for the Gunners, even on loan for just one season. The 28-year-old is very injury-prone, and that has led to inconsistency over the last few campaigns. The winger missed a lot of games for Bayern Munich last season and managed just 5 goals and 3 assists across 27 matches for the Bundesliga giants. Mikel Arteta would be better off signing a young talent to back up his main wingers and work with that player over the season with the view of the youngster becoming a key man in the future. Former Arsenal star reflects on leaving the club. Sometimes it's time to let go. Ainsley Maitland-Niles has reflected on his decision to leave Arsenal after spending 16 years at the club. Maitland-Niles is a product of the Arsenal youth system and went on to make 132 appearances for the club across all competitions between 2014 and 2023, winning FA Cup and Community Shield titles. Maitland-Niles was back in London on Sunday as Lyon took on Arsenal in the Emirates Cup, with the Gunners winning 2-0 thanks to goals from centre-back William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. Speaking before that match, Maitland-Niles recalled how leaving Arsenal when he did was the correct decision for his career. He said the following, "I'm very mature in my mind and I understand how football works. Sometimes it's time to let go of a club that has been so dear to you and you had so many years with. So it was more of a process of trying to move on, both for my family and myself. Obviously, my contract expired anyway, so I had to find something that was concrete and solid, and I felt like Lyon was the best fit. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.